Hello and welcome to Electricity League TV in association with BallSports.com. Joining me this week to discuss the two big clashes of the weekend is Leon Blanche. Leon, we're going to start in Inchicore. We've got St. Pat's against Sligo Rovers. In-form Sligo Rovers in a fantastic run of form. What's the betting like for this one? Who do you fancy?
Yeah, they definitely are, Ray. I think they've won 5 in the league on the spin. They've also knocked out Rovers in the cup. So they're flying, Sligo Rovers, and great to see Paul Cook. He's a pure footballing man.
Absolutely,
gets the ball down and plays the way it should be. But Pats are the underdog at home, 9-4. Sligo 11-10, and the draw here at 23-10. Now Pats, they can't win the league, but they've got a great chance to make it through to the FAI Cup final, the Ford FAI Cup final, when they should see off Shelbourne. I wonder, will they have a little eye on that semi-final, because that is their season, and this could give Sligo Rovers an ample opportunity of getting a difficult 3 points up in Inchicore. But I think Sligo will do it, Ray. They really are playing,
scoring bucket loads of goals.
Bucket loads of goals, and so much freedom in their play. They're actually playing without any fear. We must also remember that Sligo are in the FAI semi-final as well, so they're going for the double. But I think they'll be delighted if they could win the league. Never mind the cup, they won that last year. 11-10, it's not huge, but I think they might just win it by the odd goal.
Another market that a lot of people are looking after is the first goal scorer market. We had, I suppose you probably imagine the usual favourites going to be up there, the Owen Doyle's, the Blinkhorns of this world. With Joey and Doe, he scored a fantastic goal during the week against Dundalk, 15-2. Any other value outside of them? Yeah,
I think you mentioned Joey and Doe, and I suppose that goal would be, it would make its name in any league all over the world. Brilliant goal. He you know, you said to me before we started here, he can play football walking, and he can. He's one of those players that always seems to have time and space, and that's a sign of a very good player. He's a big price at 15-2. I'm sure people out there will want to have a punt, but I've just a feeling Blinkhorn might be the man to open the scoring. He's a 5-1 chance.
Hat-trick last Saturday night, so
so he's on form. But if you're a Pats fan, maybe look at the likes of Danny North. He's also 5-1, and maybe an outsider, Derek Doyle, at 7-1 for Pats. But I'm going to stick with Blinkhorn on a hat-trick. Sligo will score goals. There'll be plenty of goals in this tie, and I think they might just nick it by the odd goal, Ray.
Good stuff, Leon. We'll turn our attention now to Sunday. We'll go to the Carlisle grounds with Bray Wanderers against Shamrock Rovers. I mean, it's very much a 2-horse race at the minute with Shamrock Rovers and Sligo Rovers. What's the betting like for this match, Leon?
It is, and I think this game, a lot will happen or depend what happens in Inchicore, because if Sligo do win, they go 5 points clear, and I know Shamrock Rovers have got 2 games in hand, but I'd rather have 5 in the bag than be hoping to try and get 6 out of 2 games. So Bray will have nothing to fear at home, and as I know Pat Devlin, he'll be telling his players to get out there, play with a bit of confidence. You have nothing to lose, and Shamrock Rovers have got everything to lose. 6-1 Bray for a home win, 4-9 Rovers, and 3-1 the draw. I don't think Bray are good enough to beat Shamrock Rovers, but I'm sure Paul Cook would be delighted if they could get a draw, and that's what I'm going to go for. 3-1 the draw, a score draw. There will be goals in this game, but I just have a little worry about Shamrock Rovers. They drew at home to Bohemians. Gary Twigg was taken off after 45 minutes. He had a yellow card. The manager's excuse or reasoning was he didn't want him getting sent off. It could prove a masterstroke, or it could come back to bite him where the sun doesn't shine. And this is a big decision by Michael O'Neill, because these are the decisions that win and lose you leagues. So let's see what happens. I'm going to go for a draw though, 3-1.
Leon, I suppose much of the attention is on Sligo Rovers and Shamrock Rovers. Just have a quick look at the outright. I think Shamrock Rovers with 4 games to go, Sligo Rovers 3 games to go. We've 8-13 Shamrock Rovers with 13-8 for Sligo Rovers. If I gave you a tenner, who would you go with this time?
I'd have to go with Sligo, because in a 2-horse race, you always go for the underdog. That's what they tell you to do. And if the results go the way I've predicted this weekend, those odds might even flip. It could be Sligo 8-13 and Rovers 13-8. So I just think Sligo at 13-8. I think that's a good bet, because all their attention is on this league. Rovers have still got Europa League games, and even though people say, but they're never going to get out of the group, maybe not. But when players come up against better opposition, they're putting themselves in the shop window. So they're going to give 110% no matter what anyone says. Playing every Thursday and then trying to play on a Sunday, it is difficult, Ray, and I just think that might be the determining factor in who lifts the Electricity Premier Division. So for me, Sligo 13-8.
Well, thank you very much, Leon. It's a bumper weekend of sporting action. A few tips from Leon that might make you a few quid for a few pints over the weekend. I'll see you all next week.